Hey everybody, this is James at JimmyCraft, and you'll have to excuse the appearance a little bit here, but this is one of my rooms here that I'm using as a preparatory area here. Remember, this is JimmyCraft, crafting equity by example. And I wanted to show you, I just got a couple, I went to the local, actually two places today, and I've got some regular candle maker supplies coming in, but they won't be here for about another 4 or 5 days. But as I said previously, leading by example here, I'm restarting one of my old businesses that I did a few years back. And so I was able to locally source just the basic fundamentals for some candle making. And this, remember, these candles are made primarily for lighting and potentially heat. Could be used in other applications, and of course fragrance if you want to do that. But I just thought I would lead by example here and show you a couple of things that I picked up on, and I'm going to be manufacturing some candles here later today. And I just wanted to key in on a couple things here. This is just one of my rooms here with one of my little work tables, so excuse the it's not all flashy and pretty, but just wanted to show you a couple of the examples. And right here we have a melting pitcher that'll hold up to 4 pounds of melted wax. We have just simple basic jars, got at the craft store, about 10 of them, and they came with the lids. And of course we have our scale, which we have to use for measuring, and we have to weigh things out, and you have to subtract the amount of weight from the pitcher as compared to the bulk wax that you put in there to melt. So we're going to tear this up. In other words, we're going to weigh the tear weight of the pitcher itself, and okay. And just to show you, well, that's done in a two-step process here. So let's go ahead and weigh it, but it won't clear. It'll take a few seconds to clear off. In other words, you have to tear weight. Some of you know what that is. We have a digital thermometer. I just went ahead and got a new one because it has a nice little blue light on it where you can see the temp. Nice little blue light. I already had a digital thermometer, but I just chose to get a new one. And then we have, I like working with soy wax and coconut wax. And again, this is just the local source here. But this is 2 pounds of coconut wax. This is 100% natural wax. And then we have just a couple of little generic, not super high grade quality fragrances. I've got lavender, I've got cinnamon, I've got vanilla, and just a couple general purpose wicks with tabs on them pre-made, and a little adhesive to help them stick to the bottom of these guys, the jars, right? And then a little coloring. I have a little 3-pack, yellow, blue, and red. Okay, red. There we go. And you can, if you know the color wheel, you can mix certain things and make different colors and all that stuff. But once again, just a basic supply of stuff that you can utilize to do something where you can create a little equity here. Now, most of these little candles that you would buy down at this size, they're only about between 4 and 6 ounce. She couldn't give me a capacity on those when she scanned them. I just listed them as little jars. But they look to be about 4 to 6 ounce jars. That's what we're going to put our melted wax in. So these little jars, these little candles typically, and if you go out and look at prices on stuff that's manufactured in high volume, they're getting $7, $8, $9, $10 for manufactured, non-personal, whatever candles. These are going to be handcrafted, all natural. It'll put some fancy graphics on it and a sticker, a side sticker, and warning labels and stuff like that on them. But just look at this, okay? Now, what if you were to produce maybe 50 or 100 of these, and you were to sell them for like $6, $7, $8, right? At the low end, right? Again, these are going to be handcrafted, handmade, right? But let's just say you were selling them for $7, $8 a pop, right? And you had 50 of them, right? All these materials costed me, all of this stuff here costed me less than, right around $110 for everything, including the scale and the thermometer, and okay. But, you know, these babies here, you know, these are what you're going to sell, the finished product. But let's say it costs you, and there's some math to be done and stuff like that, but it's going to cost me, you know, relatively inexpensive to make these. And if I sold them for $7 or $8 a pop, you know, maybe if I sold them for $8 a pop, and then, you know, three for 20 instead of 24 or something like that, and you had 50 or 100 of these that you could make, think about what you could do as far as creating a little bit of equity for yourself, a little bit of money for the family, right? Doesn't take much, folks. Doesn't take much. And again, I'm using coconut wax, which is 100% natural, clean burning, okay? And that's a 2-pound block, total weight 2 pounds. But, you know, just some simple supplies. And you could craft it up, you could dress it up, you could get some good high quality stuff like I have coming en route that I placed an order for. Some good high quality stuff to really improve a craft like this. But it's not hard. It's not hard, okay? So think about it. Lead by example. Equity by example. Crafting equity. Once again, this is James at JimmyCraft. Thanks, folks. Bye-bye.